Greetings, YouTubers. It is Sunday, March 8th, 2020. At least I got the year right this time. Oh, my goodness. So, a couple of things to share with you. As I've been out here on the road, I've made some changes to my trailer. For those of you who don't know, I have a 6-foot by 12-foot converted cargo trailer. Oh, hang on a second. I gotta make this door quit making noise. Sorry about that. So anyway, I'm traveling in a converted cargo trailer, 6-foot by 12-foot by 6.5 feet tall, so I can stand up in here. And originally, my daughter was traveling with me, and I had what I guess is called tilt-outs on either side. I called them sleeping pods. They were basically twin mattress-sized tilt-outs on either side of the rig, one over here and one over on this side. And this door, this window that I have here now, was a door from the inside into sleeping pod 1 and then another one, sleeping pod 2. Well, since then, let's see, my daughter decided to go back to school and dropped off. Let's see, when was that? Sometime around August of 2018, I believe it was. And so I didn't really need the sleeping pods anymore, and they were adding probably a couple 100 pounds of weight in terms of lumber and paint and all of that. And they stuck out a little bit and created a little bit of wind drag. And anyway, I didn't need them anymore, so I've removed them. And now I have 2 windows. And I've taken shots of the inside and kind of gone around and highlighted the changes, and I've taken some still photographs and some other things that I'm going to try and weave into this as I share it with you. So I've put in, I have a screen door, and I have a screen on my window here. I have a plexiglass window with a screen on it over on this side as well, and some shelves that I've put in, and I got shots of all those. I think I've mentioned that in a couple of videos, but anyway, I think I've gotten a little clearer videography, photography, to kind of show you those changes. And let's see, what else? Oh, did some touring, went to Swansea Ghost Town. It's an abandoned mine, not too far from where Jamie's van build was. And got some photographs there and a little bit of video. Nothing much, I'll share that with you. Also met some friends up here, and went for a 4-wheel drive out to Kofa Canyon. Beautiful area, got some photographs. We kind of left late in the day and stayed until sunset. Actually got back to camp in the dark. And really got some great photographs, and I'll show you those. I took a little 360, I think. I'll have to look at that and make sure that's what I have. And I'll show you what we got there. Let's see here. You leave with a list. I feel like I'm rambling. I'm hopeless. I am. And I'm okay with that. So one of the things I'm thinking about doing, and I wanted to kind of bring it up here and ask for your opinions, if you can just, post them down below and let me know. For a while there I was doing live, daily, morning live streams from here. And for a number of reasons, I opted to stop doing those. Mainly, it was just a lot of work, to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and get everything all set up, and having to deal with wind and bandwidth and just a host of things that just made me stop doing it. And in looking back at them, most of them are really long, like anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour or more long. And they're just, bantering back and forth, discussions with you guys and stuff like that. But, I didn't see a whole lot of useful content in them, and they're using up space, and I don't know, for whatever reason, I am thinking about deleting those. I think I've mentioned that before, and a couple of you chimed in and said, oh, no, don't do that, that's history. And that's true, it is kind of a historical record, and it does, kind of highlight some some topical points that I like to talk on and that kind of thing, but I don't know. I think I'm going to delete them, so I'd like to know your opinions down below if you want to give me that. New screen door I've talked about. Future plans and goals, that hasn't changed. I've reached out to a couple of realtors looking, you know, all over the western United States, from the Canadian border down to the Mexican border. And, you know, basically cheap is what I'm looking for. You know, if it's a nice piece of land, that'd be great, but it doesn't have to be that. I'd like to be someplace, if I'm going to be south, probably around 4,000 or 5,000 feet in altitude to kind of, you know, mediate the temperature swings so I don't get 120s in the summer and 50 feet of snow in the winter kind of thing. Little snow, little heat, that's fine, but... So, as I go north, probably a little lower in altitude, maybe 2,000-3,000 feet, maybe 4, depending on what it is. And basically just looking for something that's dirt cheap, has a place where I can park and get solar for, you know, sun up to sundown. You know, so the south-facing sky is pretty open. And someplace that's close to some sort of town where I can get supplies, you know, like a Walmart or, you know, places where I can get water and food, that kind of thing. So, but anyway, those future goals haven't changed. And then a recent photo slideshow, my last item here. I took a lot of photographs, about just under 600 photographs, I think, when I was up in Kofa Queen Canyon. And I'm going to post those here and let you see those. I've also got them on the Flickr site, which is, I think, is linked down below. If it's not, let me know and I'll put it there. And you can see them there. And in fact, I believe you can download them if you want. So, let's see, that's it. Shots of the rig, Swansea, Queen Kofa, deleting live posts, new screen door, windows you guys have seen probably more times than you care to think about. What else is going on? Planning on staying here, excuse me, until I think, sorry, I'm just closing this so I can focus on you. Probably going to be here until April. Depending on the heat. If it gets too hot, then, you know, probably bug out and look for higher altitude somewhere. I think I'm probably going to head east from here. And I've never been over to that area. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm going to go check that out. And what else? I think that's it. So, anyway, appreciate you guys. You know, sorry for the the slow pace of uploads. I think it's a good pace, though, especially, you know, down here. There's really not much going on, so, you know, they kind of get redundant after a while. But, again, you know, if you have questions or, you know, want to know something about the lifestyle, if it's something you're thinking about, this lifestyle isn't for everybody. You know, there are people out that kind of have stepped out into this really not knowing what's going on, gotten out here and said, whoa, you know, this ain't for me. And I totally get that. For me, this is like, I was made to live this way. I really like it a lot. You know, I miss family and that kind of stuff. But, you know, the plus side is just so good. Some of the scenery and the friends that I've met, and yeah, it's good. And I can get out of the snow. But if you have questions about it, you know, ask me. Be happy to share you whatever I've learned. And I've already, you know, pitched Bob Wells' website, cheaprvliving.com, and he's got something else out there now. Homes on Wheels Alliance, HOWA, also deals kind of with this lifestyle. So there's some good resources out there, but, you know, if you want to just ask me, hang a question down there. I'll answer it. And, yeah, I think that's it. Alright, you guys. Love you. Appreciate you. And,